Now, our next guest got in touch to tell us about the volunteer work she does with the charity Pets as Therapy. Sarah Palmer told us how her life has been immeasurably improved because of her dog Haggis and the work they do together visiting local hospitals and care homes. Sarah and Haggis joined Nuala from Farnham in Surrey, and Nuala began by asking Sarah how Haggis brings comfort to others.
He's there for cuddles and confiding your troubles and just being a really delightful, non-judgmental companion. He's never going to look at me and say, my God, what have you done to your hair? Or are you really going out like that? And when we go to the hospital and the care homes, he sometimes is a trigger for people to remember their past lives, think about things in the past and how happy they've been. And even idly, I can be chatting to the patient or the resident, and they can be just gently cuddling his ears or something. And I can see people relaxing and unbending. And even if they've been a wee bit suspicious of a perfect stranger coming into their hospital bedroom, when you've got a wee cuddly dog sitting on your knee or putting his head on their knee and looking just adorable and lovely and totally non-threatening, it does seem to have a very, very beneficial effect.
And so does Haggis have a particular temperament that you knew he would work in this way?
The lady who bred them told me that there were 2 puppies in the litter who she thought would be ideal for Pat. Well, I was so ignorant, I didn't know anything about the organisation at all.
And Sarah, let me just interrupt there because Pat is Pets as Therapy. Sorry, continue.
Pets as Therapy. I didn't know anything about the organisation, so I spent the first few months of his life with me just bringing him up and training him to be a sensible, obedient, lovely dog. And I noticed that he is very calm and quiet and gentle. He has his moments, obviously. And so last spring, I looked into it and received tremendous enthusiasm and support and encouragement. It was very, very easy and enjoyable to get him trained and assessed. And he knows when he goes into hospital or the care homes or the library. We do sessions for the children in the library, which is great fun. He just knows that he is quiet and walks nicely and sits quietly on people's feet or people's knees or wherever they would like to interact with him.
But he must be a particularly sensitive dog because you know yourself, it's not every dog that wants to interact with many, many people.
You're absolutely right. And I'm obviously very biased in my feelings towards him. But I do get people remarking on how calm, gentle and intuitive he is. He does seem to know. I mean, I was at hospital yesterday and there was a gentleman who was obviously feeling appalling, in pain, tired, exhausted, disorientated, and very ill at ease with life. And Haggis just went and put his head on this gentleman's knee and just, I could tell the chap was just delighted to have something tangible, a lovely soft note. And by the end of our conversation, he sort of unbent and relaxed and was not talking quite so much about how awful he felt, but looking forward to the future and going home, and his daughter was going to look after him. So he's an extraordinary little dog.
What a wonderful listen that was. That was Sarah Palmer and Haggis.